we got some new things from Mr Invert Show UK. Hey, how we doing? I'm Andy. Thanks for coming back. This is Spiders, and today we're going to have a look at a couple of new additions I've picked up this week. Probably going to chuck a rehousing of something different on the end as well, just because it's a cool tee. But yeah, what it is, you may remember a few weeks ago I did the video of the Aphonopelma and the various Aphonopelma that I have. Well, I need to issue an apology to this one here. So this is, I'll put it over the top, this is a little sling of an Aphonopelma chalcodes that I actually forgot to include in that video, so I'll show you a little bit of it now. But also, that's what this video is about. So we're going from that little sling chalcodes, we're going right to the other end of the scale now, and I've picked up an adult female chalcodes and a good sized juvie Aphonopelma hentzi from Luke Manning. You know, a lot of people will know Luke as one of the men behind Invert Show UK. I will get it out. Behind the Invert Shows UK. He's sort of the main man behind organising all them. So yeah, these are really cool spiders, so I'm just gonna shut up and I'll get on with it and show you the footage. So this is the box that Luke sent me. Now the reason that I picked these up, if I'm honest, is I've been doing some bits for Bugfest over probably, well, the last 6 months or so, and I've got a couple of spiders that are good for handling, but some of those are due to go into pre-molt and things like that, so I just want to make sure I've got some other bits and bobs that's pretty friendly. Now, Luke had posted these on one of the message groups as for sale, so as soon as I seen it, I dropped him a message and we sorted out a price, and I decided to have them both. Now, he did say that he'd not handled either of these himself. So this is the Aphonopelma hentzi, as you've seen. Really cracking looking little tee, and we'll get a closer look at this one in a few minutes. This one here, this is the chalcodes. Now, as soon as I took the lid off the tub, she moved herself forward, so like I say, I got my little stick and you can see there was no hair flicking, no nothing, so seems like she's got quite a good temperament. And she just sat there for about 5 minutes. Really, she wasn't interested in moving, she was just chilling. So the hentzi is just going in a little rub for now. This is just a temporary enclosure. I've got a 9 litre rub for it to go into, but I'm just waiting. I've got to move a couple of other things before that one will be ready. So just for now it's going in this one. And as you can see, after seeing that it had quite a good temperament when I first opened the box, I thought we'll see what this is like for handling. As I said, Luke, when I messaged him, had said that he'd not handled either of these, and you can see here, this one seems pretty cool. Yeah, we just give it a bit of a nudge. If I'm honest, he was quite happy on the end. I think he would have probably sat there for a bit longer. And there we are, and he goes. Oh, I say he. This one is actually unsexed, so I'm not sure whether it's a he or a she. We'll hopefully find out in the next mould. So yeah, that's the Aphonopelma hentzi, and like I say, we'll probably do an update on this one and do that rehousing at some point pretty soon. Now this is the setup that I've put together for the chalcodes. It's a 25 by 25 cube. I don't think this is the Spider Shop enclosure. I think this might be one of the Tropical Factory UKs from when they were about quite a lot a few years ago. That piece of wood there is one that I actually found when I was out walking. I found a nice selection of little rounds that had been left in a field when the farmer had been cutting down some trees, so this is half of one of those. And now the Spider itself, again, I thought I'm going to wait with this one because I want to handle her, but I just want to make sure that she's settled in to a new environment and things like that before I do. So you'll see, really calm. She just strolled over. There was no hair flicking, no nothing. You see, she just made her way over, and I thought that maybe she was just going to hunker down in that little sort of second burrow or the little hide that I've made, but as you'll see, rather slowly she does make her way up and round and over the top of that and starts to go on a little bit of an adventure. Again, everything that is in this enclosure, apart from the water bowl and the substrate, is stuff that I've just found out when I've been walking up in the woods. The logs, the hides, the bits of moss, everything. I did use Spider Life in this one for the main substrate, and then I've used a bit of the desert sand stuff that I had over the top of it, quite similar to what I did with the Grandma Stoller Rosé build a couple of months ago. So yeah, you can see this one, she's just making her way across the back, checking out a new home, and hopefully she'll settle down really well over the next week or so, and then I can give her a feed and I can have a go at getting her out and seeing what she's like and whether or not I'll be able to use her in some of the Bugfest events that I've got planned going forward. So that's the adult female Aphonopelma chalcodes, and yeah, we'll keep you updated on how things go and whether or not that handling goes okay. So yeah, pretty cool, eh? Now, the hentzi, as you've seen, let me handle it. I have handled it again since. Now, if I'm honest, as I mentioned in the voiceover, part of the reason that I bought these two species is as I've said, I'm now doing sort of various bits and bobs for Bugfest. So I just want a range of spiders that I'm able to use for the handling experiences, because you know, sometimes they'll go into pre-molt or things like that and you can't use a particular spider, so I'm just trying to make sure I've got a nice little range. So I've got a couple of Brachypelmas and quite a few Aphonopelma that I can use for handling, and now as well as my big LP. But yeah, like I say, absolutely stunning teas, so I was really glad to get these. The chalcodes I haven't handled yet. I thought I'm going to let her settle in properly, and then we'll give that a go probably next week. But if I do, I'll see if I can video it. You never know, you might see me getting bitten. Hope not. But but yeah, the hentzi absolutely fine, and they're both settling in really well. The hentzi, by the time you see this, he may have been moved over into a bigger enclosure, if I'm honest, but I'm not going to show the same spider being rehoused twice in one video. It just seems pointless. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Thanks for coming and watching. You know, if you do like it all, you know, everything's downstairs. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that stuff that helps keep the channel going. We're getting close to about 900 subscribers, so that'd be quite cool to hit that, and then it is full on the road to 1k, and I'll probably do a big giveaway once we hit 1k, or that's my intention anyway. We'll see how see how quickly it happens. But yeah, again, cheers for watching. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and I'll catch you on next time. Cheers. Ta-ra.